Picture a land where ancient gods once walked among mortals, where crystalline waters lap against sun-bleached marble ruins, and where every sunset paints the sky in shades of gold that have inspired poets for millennia. Welcome to Greece, a Mediterranean masterpiece where mythology becomes reality, where every island tells a different story, and where the very stones beneath your feet whisper tales of democracy, philosophy, and the birth of Western civilization. This is Amazing Wonders Travel, and today we're embarking on an extraordinary journey through Greece's most breathtaking destinations. From the iconic whitewashed villages of Santorini to the mystical monasteries of Meteora, from ancient archaeological marvels to hidden beaches that rival paradise itself, we'll uncover the secrets of a country that seamlessly blends 4,000 years of history with natural beauty so stunning it takes your breath away. Before we dive into our incredible destinations, let's discover some amazing facts that make Greece truly extraordinary. Greece boasts over 6,000 islands scattered across the Aegean and Ionian seas, though only 227 are inhabited. Imagine having your pick of over 5,700 private island paradises. The country has more archaeological museums than any other nation on Earth, housing treasures that span from prehistoric civilizations to Byzantine empires. Greece has 0 navigable rivers, yet it's surrounded by some of the clearest, most beautiful waters on the planet. The country invented democracy, the Olympic Games, theater, and even the alarm clock. Talk about contributions to world civilization. Greece produces more varieties of olives than any other country, with over 120 different types, and is home to the world's oldest winemaking region, with archaeological evidence dating back 6,500 years. Greece unfolds across the southern Balkans like an ancient tapestry woven from myth and marble, where the Mediterranean Sea creates a coastline so intricate it stretches for over 8,500 miles, longer than Brazil's entire coast, despite being 65 times smaller. The mainland rises from coastal plains through rugged mountains that reach their peak at Mount Olympus, the legendary home of the 12 Olympian gods, at 9,573 feet above sea level. The Aegean Sea to the east sparkles with over 3,000 islands, from the volcanic crescents of Santorini to the windmill-dotted hills of Mykonos, while the Ionian Sea to the west cradles emerald gems like Corfu and Kefalonia, in waters so clear you can see ancient amphora on the seabed. This unique geography creates microclimates that range from alpine forests in the north to subtropical beaches in the south. To understand Greece is to understand the very foundations of Western civilization, where democracy was born in the agoras of Athens, where philosophy flourished under Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, and where the concept of theater first moved audiences to laughter and tears in marble amphitheaters that still echo with ancient applause. Greek culture flows like an unbroken river from the Bronze Age Minoans through classical antiquity, Byzantine glory, Ottoman influence, and into the vibrant modern nation that proudly maintains traditions spanning 4 millennia. The concept of philoxenia, literally meaning love of strangers, runs so deep in Greek culture that refusing hospitality was once considered an offense against the gods. This tradition continues today, where local families will invite complete strangers to share meals, where taverna owners serve complimentary desserts with genuine warmth. Rising 500 feet above Athens like a marble dream against azure skies, the Acropolis stands as humanity's most perfect architectural achievement, where the Parthenon's mathematical precision creates optical illusions that make straight lines appear curved. This sacred rock, crowned by temples dedicated to Athena, represents the pinnacle of classical Greek architecture and the birthplace of democracy itself. Walking through the Propylaea Gateway feels like stepping through time, where every marble column has witnessed empires rise and fall while maintaining serene dignity. The Parthenon, constructed without straight lines or right angles, demonstrates engineering genius that modern architects still study. From here, Athens spreads below in a tapestry of ancient agoras and Byzantine churches, while surrounding mountains frame views that have inspired philosophers for millennia. Evening visits reveal monuments illuminated against star-filled skies, creating transcendent beauty. Santorini emerges from the Aegean Sea like a crescent moon carved from volcanic dreams, where whitewashed houses cascade down cliff faces in perfect harmony with cobalt church domes that mirror the endless blue of sea and sky. This remnant of history's most catastrophic volcanic eruption may have inspired Plato's legend of Atlantis. The dramatic caldera, formed 3,600 years ago, creates sunset views so spectacular that crowds gather nightly in Oia to witness nature's most romantic performance as the sun melts into the sea. The island's volcanic soil produces wines with mineral complexity found nowhere else on Earth, while traditional cave houses carved into cliff faces provide accommodations that blend seamlessly with the landscape. Swimming in the hot springs of Nea Kameni or exploring red and black sand beaches reveals the island's volcanic heart still beating beneath paradise. Traditional architecture with barrel-vaulted roofs creates living artwork where every narrow street offers Instagram-worthy vistas. Meteora defies gravity, where Byzantine monasteries crown towering sandstone pillars that rise from Thessalian plains like ancient skyscrapers built for contemplating eternity. These suspended-in-air sanctuaries, accessible only by rope ladders for centuries, preserve Christian art and manuscripts, while offering views that make earthly concerns fade into insignificance. 6 active monasteries continue traditions established over 600 years ago, where monks and nuns maintain spiritual practices in settings designed by divine architects. The great Meteoran houses treasures including Byzantine frescoes, ancient manuscripts, and religious artifacts that survived Ottoman occupation and world wars. The geological formations, created 60 million years ago when the area lay beneath a prehistoric sea, create landscapes so otherworldly they've served as backdrops for James Bond films. Hiking trails connect monasteries through forests where wildflowers bloom, while eagles soar between stone towers. Sunrise transforms pillars into golden monuments against purple skies. Delphi clings to Mount Parnassus slopes like a sacred theater, where mortals once consulted the oracle at the center of the ancient world. The ruins of Apollo's sanctuary, spread across terraced hillsides overlooking olive groves stretching to the Gulf of Corinth, create one of archaeology's most atmospheric sites. The Sacred Way winds uphill past treasuries built by city-states to house offerings to Apollo, each structure a masterpiece of ancient architecture competing for divine favor. The Temple of Apollo, where the Pythia delivered cryptic prophecies that influenced major political decisions, maintains an aura of mystery that transcends its ruined state. The ancient theater, carved into the mountainside, seats 5,000 spectators while offering views across valleys that inspired poets and philosophers. The nearby stadium, where Pythian games rivaled the Olympics, demonstrates how sport and spirituality intertwined in ancient Greek culture. The Archaeological Museum houses treasures including the bronze charioteer, one of classical sculpture's finest examples. Knossos unfolds across Crete like Europe's first great palace, where Minoan civilization flourished 4,000 years ago with flush toilets, running water, and frescoes depicting bull-leaping culture that may have inspired the Minotaur's labyrinth legend. Evans's controversial reconstruction brings Bronze Age life into vivid focus through restored throne rooms, storage areas with giant pithoi jars, and residential quarters demonstrating unprecedented luxury. The palace's complex layout, with over 1,300 rooms connected by confusing corridors, may indeed be mythology's labyrinth. Famous frescoes, including bull-leaping scenes and ladies in blue, reveal sophisticated artistic culture celebrating nature, athletics, and feminine beauty in remarkably modern ways. The Minoans' peaceful society, apparently without fortifications or weapons, suggests advanced civilization prioritizing art and commerce over warfare. Archaeological discoveries continue revealing surprises about Europe's first civilization, from undeciphered Linear A script to evidence of trade networks connecting Crete with Egypt and Syria. Mykonos sparkles in the Aegean like a perfectly cut diamond, where traditional Cycladic architecture creates the ultimate backdrop for cosmopolitan nightlife, attracting celebrities, artists, and travelers seeking the perfect balance between cultural authenticity and sophisticated hedonism. The island's iconic windmills, standing like white sentinels above the harbor, have become symbols of Greek island paradise, while maze-like streets of Mykonos town hide boutique shops, art galleries, and restaurants serving everything from traditional Greek meze to cutting-edge international cuisine. Little Venice, where colorful houses balance on the water's edge like Mediterranean Amsterdam, provides romantic sunset viewing, while Paradise and Super Paradise beaches offer crystal-clear waters for daytime relaxation before legendary nightlife takes over. Despite its glamorous reputation, Mykonos maintains authentic Greek character through traditional festivals, local fishing boats bringing daily catches to waterfront tavernas, and families who have called this island home for generations. Crete stretches across the southern Aegean like a miniature continent, where snow-capped mountains rise above pristine beaches, while ancient Minoan palaces share landscapes with Venetian harbors and Ottoman mosques in Greece's largest and most diverse island. The island's remarkable variety includes Samaria Gorge, Europe's longest canyon, where hiking trails wind through landscapes sheltering rare flora and fauna, while beaches like Belus Lagoon create tropical paradises with pink sand and turquoise waters too perfect for the Mediterranean. Heraklion combines modern urban energy with historical depth through the archaeological museum's Minoan treasures and Cool's fortress guarding the Venetian harbor, while Chania's Old Town preserves one of the Mediterranean's most beautiful historic quarters. Cretan cuisine reaches exceptional heights through local specialties like dakos, lamb with stamnagati, and Graviera cheese, while wine regions produce varieties found nowhere else in Greece. Traditional interior villages maintain customs, dialects, and handicrafts, providing authentic cultural experiences away from coastal tourist areas. Corfu floats in the Ionian Sea like an emerald jewel, where Venetian elegance meets Greek island charm through architecture, reflecting centuries of Italian influence while maintaining distinctly Greek character in landscapes that inspired Shakespeare's Tempest and the Dural family's literature. The Old Town, UNESCO protected for its remarkable preservation of Venetian urban planning, creates a living museum where French-style arcades line the Liston Promenade, while old and new fortresses guard harbors that have welcomed everyone from Odysseus to European aristocracy. The island's lush interior, watered by winter rains creating Greece's greenest landscapes, hides traditional villages where ancient olive groves produce exceptional oil, while cypress trees frame views of Albania's mountains across narrow straits. Corfu's beaches range from dramatic cliffs and pristine waters of Paleokastritsa to golden sands of Glyfada, while cultural attractions include the Achillean Palace, built by Austria's Empress Elizabeth, and museums preserving everything from Asian art to local folk traditions. Rhodes rises from the Dodecanese like a medieval fortress crowned with roses, where the UNESCO-protected Old Town preserves Europe's finest medieval architecture through cobblestone streets winding between Grand Master's palace walls built by crusading knights of St. John. The ancient Colossus of Rhodes, one of the Seven Wonders, once guarded harbors where today traditional fishing boats moor beside luxury yachts, while waterfront restaurants serve fresh seafood, in settings where Byzantine, Ottoman, and Italian architecture create unique Mediterranean harmony. The island's interior reveals traditional villages, like Lindos, where white houses cascade down hillsides toward beaches, where ancient Acropolis ruins crown dramatic cliffs above crystal-clear waters, perfect for swimming and snorkeling. Rhodes's Valley of the Butterflies becomes a natural wonderland during summer months, when millions of butterflies create living clouds of color, while Seven Springs area offers cool forest retreats, with peacocks wandering through pine woods, providing relief from summer heat. Nafplio cascades down hillsides to embrace a perfect harbor, like Greece's most romantic small city, where Venetian balconies draped with bougainvillea overlook waterfront promenades, while the Palamidi fortress crowns limestone cliffs with views across the Argolic Gulf to ancient battlefields where heroes shaped Western civilization. Greece's first capital after independence combines architectural elegance with intimate scale through neoclassical mansions, Ottoman fountains, and Venetian loggia, framing pedestrian streets perfect for evening strolls that inevitably end at harborfront tavernas serving exceptional seafood. The city serves as perfect base for exploring ancient sites, including Epidaurus with its acoustically perfect theater, Mycenae where Agamemnon ruled, and Tiryns with cyclopean walls that amazed ancient Greeks themselves. Day trips reveal Peloponnesian landscapes where every valley holds archaeological treasures and traditional villages maintain customs unchanged for centuries. Nafplio's beaches provide swimming and relaxation between cultural exploration, while sophisticated restaurants elevate traditional Greek cuisine. Zakynthos blooms in the Ionian Sea like nature's masterpiece, where the famous Navaggio beach creates postcard perfection through a shipwreck surrounded by white limestone cliffs, and waters so blue they seem artificially enhanced, while loggerhead sea turtles nest on golden sand beaches, remaining pristine for millennia. The island's interior reveals traditional mountain villages where local families produce exceptional olive oil and wine, while maintaining customs, including distinctive folk music and religious festivals, demonstrating authentic Greek island culture away from tourist crowds. The Blue Caves create natural cathedrals where sunlight filtering through underwater openings illuminates caverns with ethereal blue light that inspired ancient Greeks to believe these were gateways to divine realms. While boat tours reveal coastlines where every cove offers another perfect swimming spot. Zakynthos town combines Venetian architecture with lively Greek atmosphere through museums preserving post-Byzantine art. Traditional markets selling local specialties, and waterfront areas where evening dining creates memorable experiences with views across to the Peloponnese mainland. Chania spreads around its picture-perfect harbor like a living museum where Venetian lighthouse beams guide fishing boats past Ottoman mosques and Greek Orthodox churches, while waterfront restaurants serve exceptional Cretan cuisine in settings seamlessly blending 800 years of multicultural architecture. The old town's narrow streets reveal layers of history through Venetian mansions converted to boutique hotels, Turkish baths transformed into cultural centers, and traditional Greek houses where families have lived for generations while maintaining crafts from leather working to jewelry making. The municipal market, housed in Venetian arsenals, creates sensory overload through local products, including Cretan cheeses, mountain honey, olive oil, and herbs, while traditional tavernas hidden in residential neighborhoods serve authentic dishes unchanged since Venetian times. Chania's beaches, from the tropical lagoon of Balos to pink sands of Falasarna, provide perfect day trip destinations, while nearby White Mountains offer hiking opportunities through gorges and traditional villages where shepherds maintain ancient pastoral traditions. Naxos rises from the Aegean like a perfectly balanced composition where marble mountains cradle fertile valleys, producing exceptional wine and cheese, while pristine beaches stretch for miles without development, marring other Greek islands. The Portara, massive marble gate framing sunset views across the harbor, remains from an unfinished Temple of Apollo, while Naxos town's medieval quarter preserves Venetian towers and Orthodox churches through narrow streets, revealing artisan workshops maintaining traditional crafts. The island's interior contains Greece's most beautiful villages, including Aperanthos, with marble streets and traditional architecture, Koronos, where locals maintain customs unchanged for centuries, and Philoti, beneath Mount Zas slopes, highest peak in the Cyclades. Naxos beaches, from famous placa to hidden coves accessible only by hiking trails, provide swimming in crystal-clear waters, while windsurfing and kitesurfing conditions attract water sports enthusiasts seeking consistent winds and uncrowded conditions. The island's agricultural traditions continue producing exceptional products, including citron liqueur, local cheeses, and pottery representing authentic Greek island craftsmanship. Red Beach creates one of Earth's most dramatic coastal scenes, where volcanic cliffs composed of red and black lava tower above a narrow beach, while crystal-clear waters provide swimming in settings demonstrating the awesome power of geological forces continuing to shape the Aegean. The beach, accessible only by hiking trail or boat, maintains pristine character through limited access, while the contrast between red volcanic sand, turquoise water, and dramatic cliff formations creates photography opportunities capturing Santorini's unique volcanic beauty. Nearby Akrotiri archaeological site reveals Bronze Age civilization preserved by volcanic ash, creating a prehistoric Pompeii where frescoes, pottery, and urban planning demonstrate sophisticated culture that flourished before the massive eruption, creating modern Santorini's dramatic landscape. The surrounding area includes traditional tavernas, serving fresh seafood and local wines, while boat tours reveal sea caves, hot springs, and volcanic islands, continuing the geological story of the Mediterranean's most active volcanic regions. Kefalonia stretches across the Ionian Sea like a film set waiting for its close-up, where the famous Myrtos beach creates impossibly perfect scenes of white pebbles meeting turquoise waters beneath limestone cliffs, while traditional fishing villages maintain authentic Greek island character that Hollywood couldn't improve. The island's diverse landscapes include Melisani Cave, where underground lakes reflect sunlight through collapsed ceiling openings, creating ethereal blue illumination that inspired ancient Greeks to believe these were sacred waters, where nymphs danced for the gods. Traditional villages like Assos, where Venetian ruins crown peninsulas above perfect harbors, and Fiscardo, with colorful houses that survived earthquakes, preserve authentic island architecture while offering sophisticated dining and accommodation options for travelers seeking luxury without sacrificing authenticity. Kefalonia's wine regions produce Robola varieties unique to the island, while local cuisine features exceptional seafood, meat pie specialties, and desserts demonstrating influences from Italian and Greek traditions, creating distinctive Ionian flavors. As our incredible journey through Greece comes to an end, we hope you felt the magic that makes this ancient land truly special. The way morning light transforms marble ruins into golden dreams. How every island sunset feels like a personal gift from the gods, and why countless travelers return to Greece year after year. Drawn by something deeper than just beautiful beaches and ancient stones. Greece isn't just a destination, it's a feeling, a connection to the very roots of Western civilization, where democracy was born, where philosophy flourished, and where the concepts of hospitality, beauty, and the pursuit of excellence continue inspiring the world today. From Meteora's mystical monasteries to Santorini's volcanic beauty, from Delphi's archaeological wonders to Kefalonia's pristine beaches, every corner offers transformative experiences. Thank you for joining Amazing Wonders Travel, on this extraordinary exploration. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to join our community, discovering the world's most incredible destinations. Share your favorite Greek destination in the comments and let us know which of these 15 places has earned a spot on your travel bucket list.